to the World Series of Bowling from the South Point Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas. When most people think of a bowling shirt, they think of something like this, the old school button-up shirt. But on the PBA Tour, that is just not the case. The pros nowadays are wearing shirts that are made by Gemini Sports, and they are custom designed and personalized to express their individuality. Jeff Carter loves Van Halen, and it shows from the stripes on his jersey. Scott Norton obviously loves the beach. Rhino Page's jersey features a satellite photo of a hurricane, reflecting his interest in the weather. And Steve Jarris, there's no doubt he's a diehard Chicago sports fan, with jerseys modeled after the Blackhawks and the White Sox. So getting in the spirit of things, I got my own shirt. Rob, Randy, what do you think?
That's a loaded question, isn't it? I think Kimberly looks pretty in all color.
I'm thinking I didn't get a shirt.
Yeah, I knew you were going to think that because I was thinking the same thing. How many years we've been doing this thing? We can't get a stinking shirt? That girl, Kimberly, way to flex your muscles. I like it. So Bill O'Neill moves on in easy fashion. And up now, match number 2 as the real deal set to take on Mike DeVaney. 244, 159 victory for Monacelli. Drops 7 strikes, including a 5-bagger, frames 2 through 6. That's what really helped him pull away. That's how you start. And now for the intro of O'Neill's opponent.
The number 3 qualifier is a 2-time PBA Tour champion from Murietta, California, Mike DeVaney.
If you enjoy laughing, spend some time around this gentleman.
Yeah, he is quite the hoot. And that's putting it mildly. You gotta like some of his hobbies too. Get to that in a minute.
DeVaney won his second tour title last season at the World Series of Bowling and the Scorpion Championship. Victory over Sean Rash and then win over Jason Belmonte to get the title. Very emotional moment.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice to cover that. It was nice to see how much that meant to a man who goes by the nickname of Smash Mouth or Monkey Boy.
Both of those nicknames somehow seem to work, whether you know him or not.
Yeah, without question. But I just think it's kind of neat, some of his hobby sports, thoroughbred horse racing, and ultimate fighting.
Both of those he doesn't participate in.
Correct.
He just enjoys watching. He doesn't have a body for either of those sports. We kid because we can, Mike. Mike will be laughing at us. Here's Bill O'Neill, bottom of the second. So O'Neill a perfect 2 for 2 with a pair of back-to-back opening jacks. O'Neill, a standout performer for Team USA in the Men's World Championships held in August in Munich, Germany. He earned gold medals in singles, all events and team. Also won a bronze medal in trios where he was partnered up with Chris Barnes and Tommy Jones. Ironically enough, it's Tommy Jones who will take on the winner of this match. Jones, your number 2 seed here at the Pepsi Viper Championship. Yeah. So a triple for O'Neill to fire that up. DeVaney versus O'Neill continues when we check back into Vegas. Plus, we'll hear about Mike's passion for the pony. Rob Stone, Randy Peterson, Kimberly Pressler, welcoming you back to our continuing coverage of the World Series of Bowling while we are away. Tough times for Mike DeVaney, Randy.
First open came in the 3rd frame. Back over on the right lane again after throwing a strike, goes right through the face, leaving a very unusual 3-4-7. Gutsy move trying to go for it, but you know what? He had no other option when his opponent started with the front 5 strikes in a row, which is exactly what Bill O'Neill has done.
So O'Neill up 60, perfect through 5. Here he is to close out the 6th. O'Neill had the 7th highest average on tour last season, just a shade over 219. back, Randy.
Okay. Let me show you why Bill O'Neill's having so much success. There's 3 keys to getting your ball to be delivered into the 1-3 properly. First, get it through the front part of the lane consistently, get it to read the break point, and have it enter the pocket at the right angle. Bill O'Neill is doing that perfectly today.
Run at perfection ends with the 10-pin standing strong in the 7th. Wife Christy still applauding Hubby's effort. O'Neill firmly in control, up 69 here. Here's his final touches on his effort in the 7th. So he remains clean. O'Neill in good shape. Mike DeVaney steps up, and Mike DeVaney with some issues over on lane 32 this week. He was telling us, obviously having some issues right here as well, but fell not once but twice over on lane 32. Had some issues with his footing. The surface went from slippery to tacky. And here he is trying to string 2 together in the 7th. There you go, Mike. Hard day for Mike here at the lanes, but you know where it's a good day for him usually?
Where's that?
The horse track.
I was kind of bred into going to the racetrack all the time. I grew up going to Del Mar. My dad took me to Del Mar when I was a kid, you know, and back then they had what was the 49er, which is the pick 6, you know, races 4 through 9. And he always wanted to hit, he always thought he was going to hit the 49er. He never hit it. Played it 3 times a week, you know, from the time I was old enough to walk. And he always took me with him to the racetrack. Some people only are interested in the betting aspect of it, but there's other people who are interested in you know, in the beauty of the horse and you know, their actual athletic ability. It's an amazing animal that you know, gives it its all. I've been to probably 80% of the thoroughbred racetracks in the United States. So, you know, you know, with our traveling and being around all over the place, it's more or less, you know, kind of like something I'm interested in. That's, you know, like I said, is away from bowling that I really enjoy, you know, learning more about.
Here's a look at Mike's arsenal. Prodigy with the highest hook rating. Looking for 3 in a row here in the 8th. Will not find it.
And I think that's a common theme when you look at the equipment. The players start with the strongest of the equipment that they bring out, because as the lanes start to break down, as the oil starts to dry up, they can always go to less aggressive bowling.
Mike cleans that one up, and just want to send congratulations on to Mike and his wife Carrie. They welcomed a brand new daughter into the family, Everly Jean, a couple months ago. She's here in attendance. Beautiful little girl. Always like to see that. Saw last week Richie Allen and his wife expecting a little girl in March.
Congrats to both of those families. Bill O'Neill now up in the 8th frame.
Strike number 7 for O'Neill.
It's making him look easy.
And we send it into the stands. Kimberly with Bill's wife, Christy.
Last year, Bill O'Neill had a huge season. As we mentioned, he won his first ever PBA Tour title, but then he went on to win his first ever major championship. Now I'm with Christy, his wife. Now you're also a bowler, so what's it like for you to sit on this side when he's out there?
It's very exciting, but it's a lot harder to sit back here as you have no control as what's going on out there, but very exciting.
Well, you guys had an exciting year this year as well, because you just got married in May. How's married life?
Everything's great. We had a perfect day. The honeymoon was great, and now we're looking forward to great things this year.
Plenty to cheer about with O'Neill's outing here today. So far, just that 10-pin in the 7th frame, the only thing separating him from a perfect game thus far. So we'll take another look at his lovely and talented wife, Christy. O'Neill and the rest of that rat pack renting a place out here in Las Vegas for the World Series of Bowling. They like to do that when they get down to LA too, if I'm not mistaken. DeVaney with a strike there in the 9th.
Well, this match is over, but Mike DeVaney will take this experience, build on it, and continue his profitable ways. You look at Bill O'Neill, who's just making a mockery of a fairly competitive oil pattern in Viper. This isn't the easiest oil pattern you'll ever bowl on.
It's been a combination of things thus far. His two competitors have coughed up some serious errors, but O'Neill has been lights out as well. So O'Neill, one of his goals this season, finally win that Player of the Year that he was just barely denied last season. He's in good shape right now as the number 4 seed moves on to take on Tommy Jones.